going to be doing today is we are going to be taking a peek what was in the BBB box for last month. So you can kind of, I don't want to show it to you all at once, but it's a beautiful patriotic view. If you've never been here, come on in, give me a hashtag replay. If you're watching this later on the replay, definitely say hello, welcome, welcome. I like to treat all of our Bloomerinos like family, and I appreciate y'all being here and coming and playing with flowers with us every week. Today, we're going to go over what was in the last BBB box, which was Patriotic, to get you ready for Memorial Day or 4th of July and all that fun stuff. Of course, we love to play with all those supplies, so I'm going to give you a sneak peek of what was in there first. And if you want to get on the wait list for the BBB box, it's 4 B's, BBBB box, okay? If you're already on our text list, just text us BBBB, okay? It's easy as that. Our text list is 832-734-5201. That's the best way to do it, okay? If you don't want to be on the text list, we can still help you out. But put BBBB in the comments where you're watching, okay? And I'll come back and give you a link. Okay, so there is a wait list. If there's a spot available, then we email you in the order you're on the wait list. So it's good to get on the wait list. The sooner, the better. Okay, now I'm going to go over what was in the last one, and then we're going to be making a project with some of these. So hang tight. So the first item we had in the box this month is daisies, a cute new daisy spray, and this one is a pusher, which I love that too. So that means I can use these in different lengths. That's a nice new one. Then we had 2 different sunflowers. We had a 2 large head spray right here, okay? And then we had a 5 head spray. And the neat thing about combining the 2 on your pieces, you get some smaller heads and some large ones, and then these are bigger. So between the 2 combinations, you're getting 7 really big heads. Now I already stole some of this one, but this is this is a gypso bush. I cut off 4 pieces of it already, but this is a nice filler. It's also a pusher, okay? Can you see the theme happening here? Then we had these adorable foam stars that went in the box too, and they're super cute. They have nice strong wires. We're going to be using these in what we're making later. And then the cutest little berries. These are awesome. They have just this petite little berry frame. Really cute. Those were in there. And then some blue, because you can never not have enough blue. We had the blue filler flower, which is all wired. Really fun filler flower was in there. And 2 of the chunky blueberry bushes, which are awesome for Patriotic. So some of this stuff was brand new just in the box. So let me put it off to the side because we're going to be working with the florals in just a little bit. But we are going to make today a lantern swag, okay? So on this first part of the video, we're going to be making the bow. If you've never done our BBBB box, the thing about that is it's a no-brainer. Everything's going to coordinate in the box. You may have more than 1 theme in a box. Sometimes I have 2 themes going, but this was obviously red, white, and blue. So a great combination for Patriotic. And you know you're going to get at least 1 large wreath, maybe 2 pieces out of it, and you don't even have to think about it. It comes to your door coordinated, and you can never have to worry if it's showing up or not. It's just coming directly to you. All right, and she's giving you the waitlist link. Fantastic. You guys can jump on the waitlist. Okay, so we're going to make a funky bow in order to make a really cute lantern swag. So we're going to start with that. You guys, if you need the links for the ribbon, I'm using 2 different ribbons from Cleese.com. So the BBB, if you want to know what that stands for, it's blooms, berries, branches, and buds. So you should have a combination of all that. You know I love all those things. So I'm going to start off with the check. So I'm making a funky bow. I like those for lantern swag, so I'm going to go 8 inches on this. Let me cut that at an angle. All right. If you're on our text list, just text us 4 B's. 1, 2, 3, 4. B, 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 B. All right. If you're not on the text list and you want to just do it by email, we can give you a link here and you can get on the email wait list. The text list is a little faster because we can send you the link quicker. Our text number is 832-734-5201. Just text us B, 4 B's. I should have gone with 3 B's. All right, let's go with these loops at 6, and I'm going to put 2 on each side, so I'll scrunch that down. We'll have that come up. Hey, Michaela, good to see you. We were just showing everybody the subscription box that came out. We also have a greenery subscription, too, because we get asked all the time about our greenery. All right, so I've got 4 pieces in. 2 loops on each side. Now I'm going to come in with the check and the blue. All right, now I'm going to switch to the blue, and I'm going to cut that at the opposite angle because I like to have it a little matchy-matchy sometimes. Okay, let's bring it in at 8 inches on the tail. Oh, right, you can also go to textkali.com too if you want to just do it on your phone or the computer also. Hey, Alfreda, good to see you. And I'm going to come in with 1 loop at 5 inches here and 5 inches over here. This is so simple, little recipe. This is a 2-1 bow. If you want more blue in your, design, put blue in the back, okay? You've got options. All right, now let's take this off. I'm going to need a couple of cable ties. Hey, BB-8. BB's here helping me again. I'm so glad you're here tonight hanging out. All right, just gently pull that off of your bow maker. And then we're going to fluff it up. Just fluff it right up into shape. Thank you guys for spreading the love. I was telling everyone Nicole's back this week, so we'll be able to do our sweet treats. So hang in there. Those of you who have been buttering the biscuits and spreading the love. All right, and I'll fluff it out. I know, baby. Okay, now I've got my bow. This tail looks a little bit longer than this side. Let me trim these down a little bit. Sometimes I get a little bit excited. But just looking at it, it looked a little long. I'm going to put red down the middle. Okay, and then, so we're usually making wreaths with the subscription box or arrangements, but today I thought, you know what, there's other things you can do too, because you might not use your whole subscription box on a wreath and you've got pieces left over. And we can make a simple lantern swag with just little pieces. And then, in a little while, we might take it to the next level. You know how I am. I just can't keep it simple. We gotta go all out. Okay, let's come in and create our lantern swag. Let me show you our cute little lantern. And it's just a cute little white lantern. And I like to use the ones without glass to sell in the store if I can find some, because they're just easier to deal with. So we're going to make a swag that it can attach to the side of the lantern or up here at the top. Either way. So we need to design a swag that can work around this whole base, okay? So think about that when we're getting ready to put these florals in. So cute. So let's start off with, I think we should use the blue filler color first. It's a no-brainer because it's got a lot of greenery with it, okay? So I'm going to take and pull these out. This bush works really great because see how it shreds up easy? And if you're new here, you may not realize how beneficial that is to you. It's a lot less stress on your hands if you make a lot that you don't have to cut and you can tear. So you can see me here. I'm going to tear 2 pieces of each, okay? Just tear them off. Leave those wires really long till you're ready to start making some cuts, okay? So I'm going to put my little bow to the side. And we're going to go, just like I would say in design school, we're going to shake hands. That means we're going to shape out the greenery and really space it out, okay? And then I'm going to shape out and space it out on the other side. So this is just a basic lantern swag we're making. We're not going too crazy. I'm going to show you how easy these are to make. Now, in the subscription box, you got the couple of smaller sunflowers, so we're definitely going to pop a couple of those in. So glad you're here. We're having fun. Okay, so let's look at that for our length. So let me bring it back to our little lantern. And let's see if that would work. I could tie it to the handle too up here. If I tie it way to the top, that's fine. We just give it more of a bend. We can make it that way, that's fine. All right, so I got my basic bend going. And that is gonna vary depending on the base you're working with, y'all. You'll have to play with that. Okay, trim these off a little. We just need them where they crisscross in the middle. So I'm gonna trim all the stems. Y'all, if you're in design school, wait till you see today's tutorial. Is an awesome centerpiece. I can't wait for you to see it. It's uploading right now. So I'll be texting y'all. All right, so these need to overlap here because that's how we're going to be attaching everything, okay? Step 1, check. All right, now I'm going to add just a little bit of berries, okay? And actually, I think I'll put the berries on the next layer. Let's add some of these smaller sunflowers because they're perfect. Okay, I'm going to take 2 of the smaller sunflowers and shape up their leaves, and let's put them in here, okay? So give those leaves a little motion. This one's got the, sometimes you get the little support from the mold on it. Now I'm going to have this move up and get that head looking up, okay? Because the head looking down does me absolutely no good. Okay, our little sunflowers are going in. Do you see how petite and how adorable this is? This is so stinking adorable, okay? So let's come in. I'm going to add some of the berries. Now remember, this all stuff came from the BBB box this month. The BBBB. And if you want information on how to get your own blooms, berries, branches, and buds box, all you got to do is type BBB in the comments or text us. If you're already on the text list, just text 4 B's in a row and we'll get you what you need. Okay, so now I'm putting the berry kind of close to the bow here, especially since we used red in the back of that bow. Isn't that going to be a perfect, okay? So we've got a little filiflower, a little berry, a sunflower. Simple recipe. And now I need a cable tie. And I'm just using the clear ones. We're just going to come through the center here and just get this nice and tight because that's what's going to hold this puppy together. Okay. I'm going to take and trim this off. Okay, fantastic. Now, I'm going to add just a little glue. You know why? I just want to try to prevent people from being able to pull these out. Okay. So I'm just using my glue stick from my glue pot, just tucking that in. Now I'm going to take and cut, oh, I didn't get this sunflower in the cable tie. Let me put some glue on it. I probably should have cut that a little bit longer. Don't be afraid to just get in there and fix it if you need to. Okay, I'm going to steal a little leaf, and now I'm going to glue that leaf in the center. It's good to see you guys. Okay. We're actually going to be blessing you a couple times. Okay. All right. May not look like much, but this is our sweat. A couple of flowers, a couple of berries. Now, now right in the center here, I'm going to lay this bow. The only thing is this leaf is backwards. Let's see if I can flip that around. I can flip it around. Okay, and this is going to be our bow. But before we put that in, we have to have a way to attach it to the lantern. So you can use a wire. I'm going to just use a pipe cleaner. So that's going to go in the back here. Okay, so this will be how we attach it to the lantern. If you had a green one or a white one, that might be better. It would blend with the lantern. I have brown right now. Okay, and we're going to go right through there with the bow, and I'm grabbing the pipe cleaner. Okay, let's get that tight. Really super tight, and we'll trim that off. Okay, now I'm pretty happy. The only part I really want a little more dimension is, I'm going to move everybody. I love those. I love all of that. Get all this lined up how you want it. And now I want to add just a little bit more of this filler flower to the inside of the bow. So let me grab it. And I like this one because it almost functions like a granary. I don't need much, just a couple pieces. I'm just going to trim these off right here. Okay. And just take, and we're going to pop these in a little bit of glue, and I'm just going to slide them under the bow so I have a little bit close into the bow. And the reason I want more of that is I want more depth and dimension, so this gives me that extra pop on the front. Oh, perfect. That one doesn't have many blueberries. Let me add one more little piece. So many options, but I like to give you a little inspiration. Okay, looks pretty good. I'm going to put just one more piece to the top here. And these are just little details, and if you don't do details on your pieces, you might want to start adding a couple here or there because they really, really pay off. Okay, let's bring this one up, and we're going to bring it down. Look at this. How cute. Okay, are you ready? So it looks like this simple little thing, right? But wait, so we add it to the lantern. Such a cute, cute piece. And then you can bend it more, but this one would just sit right here. I'm getting the pipe cleaner, and we'll attach it with that little pipe cleaner. Now, depending on the lantern you're doing, you're going to have to come back and fluff it or maneuver it a little. But can you see how cute this is? Super duper cute on this lantern. Very simple, right? Okay, can everybody do this? Yes, you can. You can make a simple little lantern swag like this. We made this one so far. We're going to soup it up and make even a larger one for like a really big statement lantern. All right, let's get rocking on a little bit larger bow. We're going to make the tails a little bit longer. Well, no, we're going to keep them at 8 because it's a funky bow. So we'll keep that at 8. We're going to add a few more loops. So I'm using my Easy Bow Maker and popping in the loops. That one is at 8 inches for our tail. And we're going to keep the size of the bow just about the same at 6. Right, Jan? We're going to do it again. But this time we're putting it on steroid. Hey, you know, I'm a Texas girl. Let's say we're doing it Texas style. Texas style. I love it. So guys, if you would like to get on our list to get a BBB box whenever there becomes one available, it's a subscription box, so we have a limited amount every month. So if someone cancels, then we can offer their space to you guys in line. So we have a wait list. So if you want to let us know in the comments, you can put 4Bs, BBBB, or you can also text us. If you're on the text list, it's faster if you send us a text to 832-734-5201. Text us 4Bs, and we'll know what you want. Okay? So I did 2 loops of the red, and now I'm going to come in and do, let's go with 2 loops of the blue also. Well, we have been making, tonight we're making lantern swags to really show you how much you can get out of a BBB box. A lot of times I do, you know, a couple of wreaths or 2 big wreaths or two small wreaths in a combination and mix things together. But this time I am going to take and do some lantern swags. You have a large lantern? Perfect, Dee Dee. You're going to love this. It's going to be so much fun. I'm going to bring the red back to the front. So all I did was do 2 loops, 3 loops, so kind of like an inverted blast off bow. So we did 2 and then 3, and now I'm coming with 1 more loop. Yeah, you guys, if you're later watching the replay or watching live, you can just type in BBBB, and we'll get you on the wait list for the BBB box. I showed everything that was in it earlier on the first video. And I made a little bitty petite lantern swag. But we're going to plus size lantern swag because I like them big girls. Okay, let's come in here and put a cable tie right through the center and pull this off. Uh-oh, somebody's come in my domain. Who is it? Who enters the bloom room? It is Kaya. Hi, Moo. How are you doing? Yo, Moo had a big day at school today. Your candy? I have no idea right now. When I get done, I can come help you look. But right now, I'm hanging out with my friends, making a lantern swag. Okay? Y'all know how it is. Mom's got to find everything. Literally everything. Alright. So I'm fluffing this all out, guys, getting a lot of dimension. Love it. And I'm going to put a cable tie on the back, and that's how we're going to attach it to our cluster once we get that going. Pull that tight. You guys are awesome tonight. If you do spread the love, make sure you let us know in the comments here, and also let us know on the text list, okay? So we can spread it back to you. I'm putting red down the center. I think either color would be cute though. We got a nice finished look over here. Turned out really cute. So I like the wispy tails there. You guys are awesome. Let us know on the text list too, okay? The reason we push that text list, guys, is because we own it. And no matter, you know, depending what platform you're watching on, they may not show you everything we do, because that's just how they work, you know? So we're able to keep you in the loop about everything with the text list. All right, super. Now we're making a lantern swag from our subscription box this month, our BBBBB. So, one of the cute things it has is it does have these two big stars. So we're going to use these in there. I love that. And we're going to lay down a little bit of bed of, I think we're going to use the daisies in the back for the length, okay? So get ready to cluster it up. We're going to have some clustering fun. All right, I'm going to take this and push these up just a little bit. And we will start to create some longer sections. It is totally, I know we have the check, but it's patriotic. So we're going to scream, you know, God bless America with our lovely color combination here. So I'm going to cut a few of the daisies to go in the back of our swag. So let's start going it. So let me start to lay these out. I'm going to put two up. Two down, two up. Okay, and I'm staggering them just a little bit. They do need to overlap in the center. Okay, so that's a good start. I'm going to put these over to the side. Now, I need the length of the filler flower, too, that we used earlier. We already kind of cut into this one. And I'm going to lay a filler flower behind. These have a little bit of a longer stem, so we're going to use these behind to kind of get this really starting to fill out. Okay, everybody has to meet in the middle, so make sure you're crisscrossing. Crisscross will make you jump. Jump. We got to jump. We can come back and trim those. I'm going to put a little bit of daisy crisscross up here and a little bit down here. So you can see I'm creating a cluster just flat on the table. I'm layering the pieces up. Okay, now I'm going to come in. The gypso, I've already stole some of the gypso for another project, so I've got to... Alright, let's lay these aside. Let me put a little blue below it. Rhonda loves a text list. She likes being in the know. Yeah, you really don't have... You know, the nice thing is you get to know everything we're doing, whenever we're doing it. If you choose not to participate, no big deal. You don't even have to open the text if you're like, you know, I'm out of here. So I'm crisscrossing these, and I'm hiding the stems too when I'm crisscrossing, okay? Look at this great bouquet we're making. We're like making a bouquet and up and down. So that was that stem pick that also came in the subscription box. And I'm just going to take and separate these. So when you're doing a lantern swag, it's a little bit about the details, okay? You're taking your time, you're building a really pretty cluster, and you notice I'm layering it intentionally. These aren't just chunked in there and thrown in there. I've got a little blue, a little white. a little blue, a little white. The other day in design school, when I created a particular design, I was telling them we've got to layer that on top of the other colors so it pops. No different than when we do a bow that way. But we want to layer the colors so that it creates depth. Doing the same thing here. So we got a star up and a star down. But I'm not done. We're going big. We've got our big sunflowers. I just don't know if I can get the stem long enough. Let me save our big sunflowers and let's use the medium ones if they're long enough. I need length and I don't feel like adding stem. Okay, we'll make this work. So I can cut this one right here and get it pretty good length. Okay, and then I can leave that one super long. So let's kind of mix these in there. I'm going to rotate these leaves forward. I love these because they're just so well made, these sunflowers. And this one could lay right down there, right? Okay. And once I get everything tight in here, we can bend the wires more. So let's have this one do the same thing coming back here, kind of layering it underneath. So pretty! So pretty, okay? Pretty happy with this so far. Let's put our bow in the middle to get an idea. Okay, looking really good. Looking good, I'm loving it. I do want to put some berries in, and I think this time we're going to put some of the little berries that came in the box. Little as in more petite, and they will go great up here by the stem. These are so stinking cute. You could just use these on your tier tray decor just like they are. I'm going to twist 3 of them together here. I've been doing this so long, I just try to make it beautiful and easy and quick. Like I said, I try to make it easy and fast for you and save you as many steps as possible. Alright. Oh, I love that chunky blue right at the middle. So when our bow sits in there, it'll kind of cluster just right around it. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. So we still have pieces. We didn't even use everything from our box. I'm happy with my cluster, really like it, so I'm ready to start. You guys, here's how it's gonna look left to right. Let's come in with a cable tie. This first one is just to hold all our business together, okay? We're gonna need to put more than one, but just to start. Brenda says, I love these. They make a beautiful gift in a hurry. I know they do. I know they do. They are just so fun, and there's quite a few sellers who do really well with these on Etsy. And one of the things that generally sets them apart is if you put something cutesy in them also. So floral, of course, but then if you can add like this little star, or at Halloween, if you could pop in little witch legs or a little pumpkin, that seems to be a winner. Now you can see now I'm moving these up, moving them all up. I am so glad. I love what I do, and I consider it an absolute honor to get to share with you my methods. Although they may be crazy and not traditional, there is reason. Okay, let's come in here, and I'm going to add some glue now to the center. The whole point of adding the glue is to help make sure a bunch of this stuff doesn't pull out. So I'm just going to wrap it around. I don't use a glue gun, so if you're new here and you're like, what is she doing? I use an electric skillet that has hot glue in it. So that's kind of out of camera right now. So I'm just going to go around that. Now I'm going to grab my Spanish moss. I can't set this down because there's glue on the back. Hold tight, folks. I'm a professional. Every other Tuesday, I'm going to come in here with my Spanish moss just a little bit and gently put that on top of my glue without gluing myself. That is where the skill comes in. Alright, so I'm putting the Spanish moss around to kind of make it a little sandwich of moss and glue. I'm going to need a little bit more in there. And that'll help make this all where it can't pull out. Okay? And that moss really finishes off the middle. We still have to add the bow and add a few more things, but now it's like hot glue, floral stems, and the moss catches the outside, okay? Awesome! Okay, let's rock and roll with our next step. This is so cute. I could easily sell this in your store. Yes. Yes, you could. Now, okay, realize we're making this to go on a lantern. But this is the most adorable little mini swag here that you could add to anything. Let's say you sell mirrors in your store. You have little pieces of furniture. You can add the wire to the back. This can go on anything, okay? Banister. We've got all kind of different options for sure on these little swags, okay? We're making it to go on a lantern, but you can give you an idea. Remember, we need the wire in the back. We got to put that in now. So in this particular one, I'm just going to use a floral wire. It is covered in thread, and it's an 18 gauge wire. I'm going to add that to the back. Okay, we're going to grab that with the cable tie in a second, because that's going to be our lifeline to put this on whatever you want. And it's occurring to me, those of you who are in design school, the new tutorial could be used for a wedding. So if you look at that, if you ever need something to go on pews or banisters, you could make little swags like this for the pews, and you could use the same color combination that we just used in this week's tutorial. Go take a look at it. All right, the little wire and the bow are going in, okay? We're going to attach that to the back. Okay, now we're fluffing it out now. So that means I want those layers from underneath to be able to pop out. So I'm pulling a little bit of that gypsum. These killer berries over here, move them up. We want them to the front part of the party. Well, that hot glue that comes out of the electric skillet, remember, it's not near as hot as a glue gun. So it's not as hot. And I'm not really touching it with that moss, okay? So it's kind of, you know, getting it all. So I'm happy. Got my stars waiting, my pretty sunflowers. I've laid it all out, okay? Now, we're going to come in, and this is too small of a lantern, but I want to give you an idea, okay? So you can see the different size. So, you can see it's a little too big for this one, but basically, it would come off the top like that. And this is a lantern, and it comes off the top, and you can attach it with that wire. Now, everything in here is wired, so once you got it on, you could give it to some dimension, but look how super easy this is to ship. It's flat, easy, ready to rock and roll. So if you want to start selling these on your Etsy store, you know you can. All right, this is the wreath we're going to use. We can move it aside for a second. Okay, let's go 16 inches. Come to the center. We're going to tie our bow up first. Come to the middle and twist that. Let's come out at 6 inches and twist. 6 inches on this side and twist. Fantastic. So I put red and blue and then the red. Now I'm putting the red in. So I did a 3-2-1 bow. We call that a blast off bow. Now I'm going to take this off, and this will be our bow to make the last project with. And we're going to do a wreath. Okay, let's put these in. Oh my gosh. So cute already, just a bow. All right, let's get some of the greenery. Let's cut a couple pieces out, and let's kind of get a base going. We have a little bit of sunflower left we can use. Let's put it in here. I'm going to wait to put the bow in. We'll put it off to the side, but let's start to create our base. Let's come up to the middle. We'll just be popping these in, and I am covering any of that glue with moss to make it pretty. This is going to be a fun piece to make because I've got to make, you know, it's kind of like one of those things. I got to make what I have work and make it just as grand as I can. So I think we'll still have a greenery left when we're done. Those of you on YouTube, I hope you're having a great night. And please subscribe to our channel. Kind of a longer piece. We're going to let this one kind of come down in there. Okay, nice. All right, let's get in here. I know I want to make the most of my sunflowers. We got to make these scream. I've only got 4 left. We're going to make them work. Y'all, if you're just getting here, we're using the supplies from the BBBB box. And we have so far made 2 other projects. And we're trying to make another smaller wreath with the pieces left. It's a challenge. I'm going to take and bring in 2 bigger sunflowers over here. But I'm going to kind of work them towards the middle. So the greenery is the longest and these are kind of towards the front. I'll let that dude kind of go over there. So you guys, if you subscribe and you got one either earlier or right now, you got one of the last few left, you are going to get next month's box, okay? I've got to I've only got a little bit of that filler flower left, but we're going to make it work. Put a little more greenery in there. I'm going to use a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to bring this one in. I think this one should go this way. And I'm trying to go not through the back, guys. Keep it in the layers. Okay, that looks good. Okay, we've got 2 here. We've got 2 here. We've made our bow. Okay. Now let's get in here. We've got blueberries left. We have just a little filler flower. This is what's left. Now, if you guys just getting here, here's what we've made so far. We've made a big lantern swag, a little lantern swag. Okay. We've made these so far. And now we're making a wreath to coordinate with those. Here's the daisy bush. We're going to use a little bit of that. And I told y'all yesterday I like that it's a pusher, so we're going to make it a little shorter. A little bit of daisy coming in. Let's have a little bit of daisy going down. All right, let's go up higher. And let's put a couple of them in here. I'm just tucking these in. I was telling everyone in design school earlier how I was just in my little happy place, creating with them. And sometimes, you know, you get in the zone. Anytime you can see that glue, just cover it up. Okay, so I tucked a little daisy in. I've got just a little tinge of filler flower left, so I'm going to hold on to that for a second. I got a little bit of blue. Hold on to that. Let's go with what we have the most of. I've got a couple of berries. I think we're going to use the big piece towards the top. We're just having fun. We're just playing with all these flowers. And, you know, when I say have fun with flowers, I'm serious. That's what we're doing. Having fun with flowers. Ooh, so chunky. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Don't you want to just like... Dun, 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 dun. Ch, 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 ch. I can't help it. I can't help it. Gotta touch them. Gotta watch it wiggle. See it gentle. Okay, let's come up here. Let these kind of cluster up. I like that. We got a pop of blue, pop of blue. Let's get in there and cover that up. I'm going to go ahead and put the bow in, and then we're going to pop in the rest of our BBB box. Look how pretty. Let's pop this in. Now we're gonna kind of have a party around the bow. Let's get this tight. Trim that off. You guys, so if you wanted a BBB box, you're watching this or later on the replay, just put BBB in the comments. We'll send you the link to the wait list or the actual items if we have any available left for this month. And it'll be a different box. This one's sold out. They sell out every month. I usually do a video working with the products so you can see how to use them, get some inspiration. I'm going to curl these up and I'm going to leave these long. Let me get that. Hold on. Let me turn it towards me for just a second. They're a little bit spread out. Sometimes you got to look at it. Now, I'm ready to add some berries in and my little bit of filler flower, and I got a little bit of blue. Okay, let's put this little bit of white in. I think up here at the top. Let's just have that cluster right by the bow. I think that'll be really sweet. Let's pop it in. Oh yeah, nice and chunky right there. Now I'm going to spread out my berries a little, and I like to kind of twist these together. And we'll get them twisted, and then we can put them in. These are so nice because they're smaller scale. So sometimes you need to add in smaller scale things because it adds that great detail. But literally, these came clustered so cute. You could have put the little cluster on your tiered tray. They're so beautiful. Oh gosh, that's cute. That's a winner. Love it. Let's do one more at the top. Isn't that cute? All right, finally, I've got a little bit of the blue filler flower. We're going to add this last. So I'm going to add these in, just like a little bit of twiggy twig. So let's come and just have this one kind of come out of the bottom, right under the wreath. Yeah, how cute. Woo! How cute is this? So let me show you all three, guys, okay? So this is what we made with last month's BBB box. Remember, it's not available anymore. And the only thing I have left is some greenery. I used every piece of the florals. Got a little greenery left. So there was the wreath we made tonight. We started off with the little lantern swag. Just a little petite lantern swag. Okay? Here's our lantern. Here's our sweet little swag. Okay? This is going to be so cute in the store together. Alright? Now, I could also attach this to, it could go on a frame. It could go on all kinds of things. It's just a baby swag. Okay? Then, we went ahead and made a big swag for big lanterns. And in here, we use sunflowers. This would look really cute attached to the side of a mirror too in your home, just to pop in a little color for the Patriotic. Look how cute. So we did all that from the subscription box to give you some examples. You could have made one really big, huge wreath, or you could have made several small wreaths, at least probably two. You could even put these fun stars. The only things that didn't come in the box would have been the ribbon. The ribbon, I don't put ribbon in my boxes, and you won't get like the grapevine base, but you'll get all the florals and things that coordinate. So this kind of gives you a great idea of what you get in a BBB box. So they don't always have something fun like this. Sometimes they'll have more twigs, berries, branches, and buds. That's what the BBBB stands for. So that's what you get in there. And this is just an example so you know. And hopefully this inspired you to make something else of your own and have fun with flowers just like I have been doing all day today. Bye, Blue Merinos!